Music definitely makes the season, and one of the area's most popular concerts comes back to Lee University on December 8th, complete with a sing-along for you to enjoy. It's Lee's Classic Christmas, and Cameron Weatherford is here to get us in the holiday spirit. Great to see you.
You too.
I am right about the sing-along, aren't I?
Always.
I thought that was a big part of it.
It is.
So here's another big part of it. We hate to be the bearer of good news on the one hand and bad news on the other. Tidings of glad joy, right, that we bring.
That's right, yeah.
But a huge event, a free event, yet it always kind of, the reserved seats go quickly.
They go quickly.
And they're going quickly.
Yes, yep. We've got a couple hundred tickets left, which is good for folks who want to do it. It's all good news, like you said, that they went, I think, quicker than I've ever seen since I've been there. So it means people are really excited to come back to this event and just excited to do concerts like this again, which I think is good for all of us.
It has been like a generational tradition for an awful lot of people.
I should have really I should know the exact year that it started, but I mean, we're close to that 30-year mark of Classic Christmas. And we see it as a gift. That's why the tickets are free, a gift to the community, the Bradley and Hamilton County area in particular. It's kind of just a way to start the Christmas season because it happens so early. It's like one of my favorite things about it, that it happens so early in December.
You say early. This is a tricky year because Thanksgiving comes so
everything's
late.
late. So December 8th is later than we've ever seen it at Lee, but for all the Christmas things going on, I like being on the front end of that is exciting.
So I think so the way this works, in case this is new to you, you hear us talking about this free event, yet reserving your ticket. The Con Center there at Lee is a large venue.
Big,
But they want to make sure that it's not mass chaos at the door.
That's right, yeah. Well, we hold about 1,700 people, and we typically, again, see about that many there with the reserve tickets and all that. And it helps us kind of, have a sense of how many people are coming. They've tried a no ticket thing in the past, and that did not go well.
You know, the world has become increasingly casual, and that's a good thing. And you want people to feel free to come and enjoy. But if you are looking for that event where you can justify putting a cute Christmas outfit on your kids and letting them feel like the holiday is special, this is it.
Yeah, and we pick music we're really selective about that, so that you hear a lot of the stuff you want. Like you said, that we do a carol sing-along of some version of that. We'll do kind of some pop, sing-along kind of stuff, and then you get to sit back and see what we offer at Lee in terms of choral music and orchestra, and the students are amazing. They've had a lot of events this semester, more than usual, but this event always gets them excited to kind of prepare as they close the semester.
So I want to talk about the choral music part of it, and I know you want to let people know that if you're not lucky enough to come to Classic Christmas, you do have a couple of other events.
Yeah, sure. So one of our ensembles that you'll see at Classic Christmas is the Lee University Chorale. They have their Lessons and Carols event, which is a real formal liturgical service. The date is escaping me, but it's that following week. That's free. That happens in the Stone Chapel there on campus. No tickets or anything like that. And then everybody knows the Voices of Lee. And they've got their annual Christmas event, which is happening, I think, on December the 4th. Don't quote me. Check it on the website, but I think that's right. And that's a ticketed event with there's cost associated with that. I'm not sure exactly.
So here's what I want to ask you. Put your choral professor hat on for a minute, because I was listening the other day. I got a little bit in the Christmas spirit. I'm from Atlanta. Robert Shaw was big when I was there, and so there's a great Christmas album of his.
Of course,
I've seen him perform. So the magic that happens of blended voices, and how when you're listening to choral music, you might think that you're hearing like one particular soprano or one particular tenor, but you really aren't, are you? You have to curate that group carefully.
That's a really good thought. It's kind of what the challenge of being a choral musician or conductor really is a key is blend. And you're talking about Robert Shaw, and everybody, no matter your generation, we're all affected by what he did for American choral music in particular. Because he's got such a web of students that either studied with him or sang with him, and so they kind of gleaned all that information. Our dean of the School of Music is a singer of his.
Oh, really?
And actually, I believe wrote his dissertation on some of Robert Shaw's
But the
stuff. Yes, that's right.
clarity of those
Yep.
voices, and that's always important, but especially in Christmas music.
That's right, yeah.
Because
yeah.
you're like picturing those angels
Yep.
on that winter night.
And I think for us, the other part kind of along those lines is that we're going to do such a variety of Christmas music that where you hear some standards, but also you're going to hear, something kind of more in the traditional, like choral art form with orchestra, or a cappella, or with piano, or we're going to show off all those colors.
Yeah.
I think, and that's what makes it interesting.
That's
for
a great,
us.
because
Yeah.
we do live in a pop culture.
Yes,
Where you
yeah.
think about, the one voice that's on the radio
Yeah.
or whatever that's
Yeah.
belting
Yeah.
on Broadway, but choral music is a whole different thing.
Well, the thing that is different this year too, the last couple of years, we've had kind of a guest featured artist, and they've kind of done their own set, and they've sung some things with the choir. This year we're not doing that. We're just kind of doing everything in house, which is what we've done for years, but mixing it up a little bit, kind of going back to that format. So, yeah, excited that we were able to add a few extra things that we weren't able to do last year too. Yeah.
I think there's power in words.
Yep,
And
yep.
so you've chosen the name very intentionally.
Yeah.
It's classic Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you have an 8-year-old and you're 88,
Yeah,
you're going to all
absolutely.
enjoy
We hope so. Yeah,
the
yeah.
event. It's an afternoon.
That's right.
December 8th. You
Yep.
do want to get there early, though, even though you will have that reserved ticket. It's crowded.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock. Doors will open about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
But there's usually, like you said, a line that forms outside,
It's
people wanting to
crowded.
get in and get seats. And our staff there that is led by FaJoy Johnson, the ushers, I mean, they're amazing. They
They'll-
take care of every need that might be, if
You'll
you've
love
if
it.
you have special seating needs, they'll take care of it.
You're going to love it.
Yeah.
And clear your throat a lot because you're going to be singing along.
Hope so.
Great
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much.